Oh, come on. Come on. Why do you do this to me, Twitch? Let's maybe... Felt pretty alright with that. Let's go a little bit more. Alright, so that should maybe help. I don't know. We'll see. We will see or we won't. Nice title? Yeah. I know. We're gonna play some good old Sack 'em and then thwack 'em. Play the old Sack and Thwack. The earliest stream? Yeah, it is. It is. I need like a thing for my window so my room doesn't look like a blisteringly blinding... I need like one of those black shades or whatever. Because the sun is in full swing right now. But yeah, there's something I'd like to do later. So we start early. Oh, you know what I should do? You know what I should do? I'm going to look at some new cards. That's what we're going to do. That is perfect, because otherwise I know I'm going to miss some good cards. Actually, let me just filter the new set. Is this end step? Kind of weird, but alright. What about this? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Whenever one or more counters are put on a thing with stuff, so that's like the snake from Aether Revolt. Whenever one or more counters are put on a creature, first time, put a one counter on that. Wait. Yeah, it's like the snake from Aether Revolt, except I think a bit worse. Well, that's fine. It's like Gix. Sure. I suppose hardened scales would make sense. It's on each creature, right? When you do each creature control. Oh, this one has an enters clause. What's the one that we were complaining doesn't do anything when it enters? I can't remember now. I'm upset. What's the other hardened skills? Ozolith? What about this one? Well, I assume that also works quite well. What's the uncommon broken Ixalan thing? It's like a cat. Wait, this is a cat? No, it's not. Oh, it just has CHC somewhere. This guy, yeah. It's like another Gix. Speaking of Gix, I guess Gix would belong in here? Maybe? This is just tokens, right? Oh, what about this? Oh, this is... I mean, this has to be good, right? It costs 5, but who cares? Elspeth has impressed me. This is symmetrical, right? Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, that's fine. But it costs 5. I don't know. Oh, that works. Yeah, there it is. Winding Constrictor. Yeah. Kind of replace an artifact creature. That many plus 1. Apparently, if you get hit with an infect creature, I guess you get more poison counters. If you would get more counters, you get that many plus 1, and you can't say no. Okay. Maybe Bristly Bill? Honestly, even Scutesmore making a single token is, like, perfect for this deck, but you have to, like, play lands. Can't not play lands. Oh, man, it sucks we're green. We have to do stupid green stuff, don't we? We do, yeah. Tragic. If only we weren't green. Oh, the Necro Bloom? It makes tokens. It's like Felidar Retreat, except I like it. Oh my goodness. I hope this is wrong. Wait, no, that's not how the saying goes. I hope it's right. And if not, I'll be wrong. Legion Duelist? Do we want Felidar Retreat? We did just add 3 landfall cards in our deck. This one costs 4, but it does 2 things and both can be relevant. So that might be fine. It's hard not to play something like Tireless Provisioner. But maybe it's not fine? Maybe I can put it in here? I feel like I can put it in here. the Spy Extension Lotus Cobra with fetch lands. We're going to run a lot of fetch lands, so this doesn't feel bad. What does this do? On this creature? Alright, so each time it gets a counter, you draw. Alright, well, yeah, that seems ideal, one would say. Oh, it's another one. Yep. I've actually seen this played a couple times. I've seen that one. Let me sort the lands here before I don't. Cabal Stronghold. No, not Cabal Stronghold. I'm thinking of, what's the black one that does stuff? Phyrexian Tower? We could probably play Phyrexian Tower. I think that's fine. What's the other one? Ashnod's Altar? What's the mana Ashnod's Altar? Or is that Ashnod's Altar? We could run Ashnod, right? It makes no, it's probably too demanding, actually. Oh, the good old lands. Every deck. Love it. I think the slow lands are maybe not great for turn 2. Which I don't want to have a problem arise from. Probably avoid them for now. Oh, speaking of avoiding tap lands, I don't think I want surveil lands. So early, you're still working? Oh my goodness. Have you tried not doing that? What if you just went on your break? What if you just quit? My content is rather fulfilling. Could probably fill in that like thing. I don't need money. Money is a social construct. What's Cavernous Souls naming? Human? I like it. No Fabled Passage. There's 9 fetch lands? No, 10, right? Prismatic Vista. It's all of them except Scalding Tarn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Looks good to me. I think I missed a Verge land. I did. Okay. Okay. So, like, Swords of Plowshares. I guess mana. Yeah, we want Mana Dorks just because they also can be sacked. So it's not like I can play them for multiple reasons and not feel as bad. We also get the really good one, right? I'm gonna probably run. Oh shoot, we get like 2 extra, right? Hold on. Wait a second. Ooh, what about Sorin? Does this make tokens? It makes food tokens. We can sack the food tokens. This actually can reasonably flip from just growing it. It's kind of funny. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's wrong. What is this? I don't recall this card at all. What is that art? Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever seen this card before. Discard a creature. When you discard a creature, does it let you discard a creature? Whenever you discard a land, get mana. Oh, it's what's the enchantment? Waste Not? It's waste not on a stick that I've never seen. Hmm. What was I doing? Oh, Man at Orcs. Yeah, we get to run Avacyn's Pilgrim, and I currently am on the Molt Tender, and the other one would be Deathrite Shaman. So we actually have a lot. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. That is awesome. We're at 11 now in this format. Well, assuming you're in black and green. And white. One of them's white, one of them's black, and the rest are green. That's really cool. Terra Sunder's probably just universally fine. Get Lost is also... It has text on it. That I heard is pretty good. Glissa? Which one? Well, not that one. The one that, like, pokes you when you do stuff? I guess for combat's sake, it's fine. It's not quite Gix, though. I don't hate it. You can sometimes blow something up. Why not? Till we find more things. So I want stuff that generates some kind of, like, token value. What is the mechanic called? Evolve? That doesn't... Well, that literally evolves. What about this? This would be funny. This would be funny. Probably not going to evolve that much, though. But it's kind of annoying to kill, maybe. Creature tokens have evolve. Okay, well, that's really cool. Alright. Okay, this is just begging for some kind of combo. Like a Soul Warden, and then some way to put counters when you gain life, and you just make infinite 1/1s. Could we run that? I recognize Scurry Oak combos. Maybe? We could put Solemnity in here and ruin everything. We could do that. What's the game changer that avoids being game changer for no reason? Demonic something? No, the other one. What's the other one? Shoot. Sac Search. Yeah, Diabolic Intent. The game changer that has basically no downside. But it's not considered a game changer. Oh, what about Oscillate Pride? Oh, Oscillate Pride's perfect, isn't it? What about all of the MH3 busted cards? You can filter by MH3, right? Ah. Boop. Boop. Oh, I didn't know they printed this again in MH3. Do I have a different version? Well, not by my filter. What would we flicker here? What would this do? Do we have ETBs? I mean, our commander is an ETB, and it's a really scary one. It's just I'm not sacking this. Can you sack lands, or is it non-land? Non-land. Oh, I forgot about a Boreal Grazer, didn't I? Yeah, so there's 12. Oh, there's 12. Yeah, we want a Boreal Grazer. Oh, MH3, why? Why must you be? Why must you be? Okay. Modify is another... Well, modified or modify. Probably word it different ways in different cards. What about you? What do you do? This is rampant growth spam, right? So everything gets trample and you just get lands for days with this card, sure. Is there a different art? I recognize a different one. No, maybe I don't. Can I craft it? Ooh. Oh, I guess I can. We can craft it, chat. We're safe. I can modify this. Oh, look at that. That's not very exciting, though. It really isn't. And it's also just a thing you don't want to sack to your commander, so I don't know. I'm not feeling that one. What are the busted cards on 3? Adeline. Okay, come on. I got the wire of my microphone going right over my keyboard. Is it Adil? A-D... Oh, I put... Maybe I missed an L. I don't know. What's the other Adeline? Brimaz? Adeline at home? Yep, alright. Whenever... Instead... So... This is probably... Cleric class probably works here. I would like a combo that's consistent with Scurry Oak. Can we run Collected Company? I think we can. Which is not really a thing you do that much, but we can probably run Collected Company here. Anything else? Well, this comes back as something. Nah. Could run Grave Pact and Erebos Pact. Decree of Erebos? No, whatever it's called. Something of Erebos. If I know how to spell it. Can't get it wrong if I type BOS. Haha! Dictate. And then... What's the one I was just talking about? Oh yeah, Dollmaker? Wait, what about this one? Tokens? No, I don't really care about this one specifically. Exile, other non-land non-token. Token's a copy of it. Maybe this is okay. I don't really know what I would do this on, though. I think Dollmaker's Workshop is fine. I don't know about this. I'm not a token deck. There's tokens in here, but that's not what we're doing. I need things to create tokens for me. As I just said, we're not a token deck. We're not that kind of token deck. Go wait. I don't... Oh, Ashnod's Altar, I was right. Are we an Ashnod's Altar deck, though? Maybe we're not. Probably busy sacking things to other things with stuff. Rishkar? Oh, I don't own it. That's insane. Can I craft it? Maybe. I'm very blown away. I don't own this. It works. It makes a lot of mana. I'm not sure if I need a lot of mana. I kind of already have the mana dork thing going. Maybe I don't need this. I'm going to try to not put that in here for now. What about the other cat that's green-white? That's not the uncommon one. At least I think it's a cat. Not this one. That one. Yeah. Right? Wait, hold on. Put a number... Yeah. Yeah. So both of them work here. I don't know if I've ever actually played them in the same deck before. We could play this. It's like a 7-mana bomb. Nah. Could play Yigra. I think. Doom Foretold, or whatever it's called. Oh, it is called Doom Foretold. Non-land, non-token. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Shoot, we're at 102 and I don't feel satisfied. I want token generation. Just a little bit of token generation. Just a little. What's the new mechanic? Mobilize? Oh. Uh-oh, I don't know how to spell mobilize. Uh-oh. No one look. Oh, I did. There's no multicolored filter. Okay, I don't actually really like any of these. I'm going to take out non-creature stuff that might be 4 and up. Could just be creatures instead. The Siege is a new card. Let's maybe keep that one. Dictate is probably too expensive for my taste. Dollar Retreat, we just do better. More 1-minute cards. Maybe Yigro could just be a smaller creature. Just keep it at 4 and be done with it. I think I'm okay with that. Luris. No, I don't want Luris. I like Basri Ket here. It gives your commander the ability to attack into lethal blockers. Yeah, actually, Basri Ket's doing everything we're looking for, I would argue. Maybe Sarah is too. Maybe Wandering Emperor is as well, I would say. Yeah, Wandering Emperor is also doing that thing. Virtue of Loyalty is probably too good to pass up. What about Season the Burrow? It reanimates stuff, right? Exiles. I mean, it does everything. I don't know, it costs 5. Let's not get weird. Overlord makes 2 tokens. I'm probably doing better than that. Oh, Jadar is perfect. Alright, there we go. Dreadhorde and Bitter Blossom are also cards that do exactly what we want. Do I own Bitter Blossom? I might not. I don't... Why do I not see it? Oh, there it is. It's right there. Oh, what about this card? Because I can easily sack the skeleton, and then I just have my Demonic Tutor. My 4-minute game changer. There you go. Oh, Black Market. Oh no. Why have I stumbled across ye? Midnight Reaper keeps us in the game, maybe? Alright, so Dark Ritual is definitely going to come in now. And I could make my deck probably even lower to the ground. Oh, what about you? Draw your second card. It's probably possible. Maybe not consistently. You can get a land off Overlord and just sack the Overlord. Lotho is probably good. Hmm. This isn't as good in 1v1. It's like disgusting in maybe like 4-player games, but not super impressive here. There's the Sorens. There's Edgar. You can sack Edgar, make 1/1, sack the 1/1s. Have your outlet every turn just off that one card. And I really like it. Oh, same with Tessa. Although sacking the spirits is kind of ugly, isn't it? Yeah, it is kind of ugly. It's not that bad, though. It really isn't that bad. It's not like your opponent just dealt with it cleanly with yours going... Alright, so Necrobloom's not fitting the bill anymore. Tragic. So many riches. Alright, no Provisioner. Maybe no Scurry Oak, because I don't have a combo. Even if I did, it's not like a... I don't know, it's still just good. I don't have to have a combo with it. Maybe no Terra Sunder. Maybe no Cleric class then. Maybe we forgo these two for now. Riz is redeemed? No. What's the... Yeah, Horn of Gondor can get stupid. Our commander is also a human. I feel like this card is just waiting to get stupid on me, so maybe we can try it. Alright, so that... I like what I've done so far. Maybe a bit too much, almost. Can shave a land. Maybe even 2 lands. Maybe just 1 for now, so I don't get yelled at. Ophiomancer is another interesting one. Right, it's like Jadar, but 3 mana instead. We didn't actually end up putting Dark Ritual in here, I kind of forgot. Lotus Cobra looks weird now. "39 creatures? Oh, perfect. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Is it Dark Ritual and potentially Ophiomancer? I do have some other snakes in my deck. I think? Maybe there's just one? Oh, this is an insect. Excuse me. It's not a snake. Wouldn't really stop me from playing it. You just get your 1/1. I mean, yeah. It's a Dark Ritual thing, too. It's not really that good for Dark Ritual, but who cares? Dark Ritual doesn't need good things. The old loading screen for the stupid sleeves. Oh, that was actually really quick. Shoot. That was very quick. Wow. Alright. How do we make room? In some way, this is not really a Sorin deck, but I think Sorin is kind of like a Johnny, where who cares? It's just, like, stupid good. Always. Doesn't need any synergy. Maybe not as good as a Johnny. Hmm. Yathan Tomb Guard? No, that stays. Oh, 5 cards is going to be really hard. So, because we're so wealthy, we can... Wait, how many... Really? It feels like there's more black than white. I guess not. Can probably take out Grave Pact and Wandering Emperor because our creatures are probably going to be larger than our opponent's creatures. And I don't need them to lose their creatures at Grave Pact. Right? We're not like the non-combat version of a super creature heavy deck. Same with Wandering Emperor, probably just because we're doing better things at less mana, could take out the more expensive cards. Okay, so referring back to Glissa, I don't... I like how I can swing, but I don't care too much about this the more I'm looking at my deck. I don't really care about it. I don't think it's quite up to where Soren is in terms of, like, good on its own. It doesn't need help. So. Let's see. I could take out Molt Tender. I'm not going to do that right now. Otherwise, maybe I can? I don't know, it'd be like the first deck, I'd just have all of them. What is Felia doing? We don't have a lot of sagas and enchantments. Okay, maybe not Felia then. Horn of Gondor is a lot of mana, but you do have a commander. That means if it's in play, you're always at least making a 1/1 with it. It's not really that great, though. Legion's Landing could just be better than this. No, I'm going to keep the Horn. I haven't played with it before. When does this happen? Enters or attacks? So your attack triggered with like Brimaz, you have to stack manually? Could see what the game does before I do it manually, but knowing the game, it probably does it in the bad way. Alright, I'm not going to run Selfless Savior. Alright, I like this. Okay. So we're here... Well, actually, wait, let me actually just craft them so we can see what we're looking at. We're here with Felithar, Dawn of the Abzan, 3-mana 3/3, Trample. When it enters or attacks, sacrifice a non-land permanent. When you do, put a counter on each creature you control. So it and your other creatures that you did not sacrifice get larger. So tokens are ideal sack things, so like Shadar, Ophiomancer, and whatnot. And then 1/1 counters are also ideal, so like Hardened Scales, Ozolith stuff seems ideal. And this, I think, is the first deck. I have all of the Mana Dorks, Deathrite Shaman, Molt Tender, and Avacyn's Pilgrim being the ones that maybe stand out the most, and then obviously all the other ones. We want to play this probably on turn 2 almost every single game. You don't have to sack something like your Mana Dork when you do that. You can just play something the next turn and then swing and do whatever, but we'll see. Dusk Legion Duelist, things that just care about counters being placed on them and whatnot. Horn of Gondor is interesting. My commander is a human. This can essentially win the game on its own if you leave human tokens alone. it will sort of Scute Swarm your opponent, and I find that kind of funny. Things that double, I already talked about, like hardened scales effects like this. And that's really about it. Low to the ground as well. I think there's a ton of creatures, yeah. Oh, slightly over a third of the deck is creatures, so Collected Company. You might want 45 creatures for this, but we're going to try 37. Just going to try 37. And, yep, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's see what happens. Oh, what's this? Oop. What was going on there? I burned my draft tokens earlier today. And boy, when I say I burned them, I set them on fire. But I got the mastery pass. That's all that matters. Elspeth. Ah, for it was I that was the Elspeth gamer. Unless I'm not. It might be a non-creature version of this deck, which is not ideal. Well, that's a good sign, maybe. Interesting they thought about that for a while. I don't know what the alternative is. Black, green, this could be anything. I guess white or green, maybe white? Yep. Alright, Fellothar, get to going. We have our Demonic Tutor, which I not sure what is going to do. Oh boy, chat, it's not looking like a creature deck. I hate to see it. Infinite sweepers, entire board state, game plan out the window. Oh, wait, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. So, I don't have anything good to sack, which is kind of tragic. I guess I'm gonna lose my commander to my opponent's commander, because that's how life is sometimes. And just swing? Play these two? I think that's my best case scenario. I think I'm just going to play those two. Assuming my opponent does stuff. Which I assume they will. I would be a little bit blown away if my opponent did not play their commander. What the heck is that? Alright, so let's get a... Could just play Virtue of Loyalty and outscale my opponent, potentially? Is that the right thing to do here? I feel like it probably is, given the situation. Still nothing to sack, though. Kind of tragic. But that's maybe okay. I don't know why they didn't block the 2-2. I'm pretty sure it was completely free. It's weird. This also dodges a board wipe. Which I'm not super expecting to play around anymore. Basri Cat. Is there a card in my deck that gets through this? I don't even think there is. My own Elspeth is funny. I guess Horn? Kind of? Card spam? Let's try the Horn, because I haven't played it before. I cannot swing. I probably just lose this game. Alright, well they played it in an order that's very ideal for me. Meditai's actually doing something. Okay, so play this. Play this. I think I'm still screwed here. Play Basri Cat. Plus on my commander. And then make a bunch of humans. Cathar's Crusade is a problem, though. Okay, they do double block, which is somewhat surprising, but who knows? Maybe it doesn't. Opponent doesn't swing. Alright, well, play this. Play this. Yep. Do this. And everything is getting +2/+2. So, I suppose I'll swing here. No, I'm going to swing at their commander. And these are all 4/4s. They block 2 of them. Kind of ugly. Especially when I have to actually sack one. Alright. I could have killed that token in response, but I'd rather my opponent go to plus and I blow up the Cathar's Crusade. We can let this trigger resolve, though. Oh, it makes 2. Oh, I probably couldn't let that resolve. Ugh. If it was 1 token, maybe. Well, I mean, now it's just too late, but just gonna blow this up. Oh, I'm just dead. I'm a complete idiot. All right, never mind. I'm an idiot. Yep. So I need it to blow up the blocker, and then this would die with the trample. And I'm a complete idiot. Yep. Whoops. Whoops. So if I did have Grave Pact, it would have been phenomenal in that game, because I could have tutored for it with my thing. Okay, it wouldn't have been amazing, but it would have been pretty good. Yeah. You know, I really just respected the non-token version of that commander, which that just goes to show where my brain is a lot of the times. Could have played that differently for sure. Interesting game though. So let's get you, Dark Ritual, Ophiomancer. Hard to play Doomsday? What? There's barely any card that brings exiled cards? Is Doomsday in Timeless or something? I guess Jadar is slightly worse than Ophiomancer, right? So. Doomsday is in Standard? Wow. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't want to swing at the 2-2. No, it's still fine. This is the old, if my opponent has a board wipe, the game ends kind of situation, which, I mean, right, that's what my deck is not going to overcome. So. Alright, we got the free shock. Opponent shocked themselves. Love it. Oh, yeah, the demon that makes Doomsday. I got you. That's what you're talking about. Alright, no board wipe, we win. Look at that. Look at that. I wouldn't say that was the best use of Dark Ritual, though. But some stats early is alright. It's not like it gave me that much more stats, though. But cool. Look at that. We're playing no, not Mardu. What are we playing? Obzon Sacking? What is the midweek thing? 60 card only using Foundations in this 3 standard? Well, let me join it. I'm not going to play it, though. I don't think that was there when I clicked the stream button. I have not played against this yet. Maybe I have. Have I? I have not played against this yet. Okay, well, we got cards here. I will double white these lands. I have a spoil of riches here. But I've never played Bramaz, so I'm playing Bramaz. Good old Grazer. Getting sacked. Love it. Maybe this wasn't worth it. I could have waited till after the token. Oh wait, no, the token just dies. Never mind, no, it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna go put my manual trigger thing on. So I don't mess this up, assuming I get to untap. Oh, that's spooky. So let's tap that, this, that for this, and then swing like that. Alright, it did it the way I want it to. It looked like it did it automatically as well, which is good. Alright. Alright, Manatithe. You do something. I don't know what it is. But you better do it. We did it. Alright, Manatithe did it. Yep, my opponent felt the Manatithing energy and gave up. So they could have played this, right? Yeah, they could have played it off of these four, had 4 green, and then who knows what, but yeah, we just came out swinging, and they died. They died. Look at that. Bramaz. Who needs Adeline? Who needs Adeline? Actually, Bramaz it was actually larger, right, in that spot? Yep, Sac was thwacked. We sacked the cats, we thwacked the opponent. Oh no, it's Adeline's turn. Oh, it's a Molt Tender game too, it works! We have 2 fetch lands. Ah, I'm so smart, chat. Ah, look at this genius hand that we can keep, because I put the cards that I did in here. Let's go ahead and just play this off of Forest, I guess. This is Muldrotha, so I'm not gonna flare this. Although there is a huge argument to flaring it. I'm not gonna do that. I could flare next turn and just play the well, maybe not anymore. Enchantments, why? Alright, let's get green, no, white, black, yeah. And always Adeline. And let's go ahead and sack this now. Get white, black. I know it looks weird. I do have another way to sack something, but this is fine. We're gonna play Scute Swarm Minotaur. Not Minotaur, Fetchland. That's a Glarb. Perfect land off the top, as per usual. Opponent swings with Haywire Might. Not sure if I 100% agree with that. I feel like I do not, but alright. Although Glarb is annoying. Another perfect land off the top. Perfect. Hardened Scales is probably pretty good here. Alright, we did it. Opponent was getting the value for days off of Glarb. It's kind of weird to me to concede here, because I'm not exactly killing them between two death-touching creatures. And I don't know... Okay, let's do some math. I can put another counter here. I can make an actual Scute Swarm clone, but then I'm out of lands. I will probably play... I'm not really sure. Alright, well, I don't know. Two death-touching creatures and they're just done. We're out here just thwacking Sac too much, I guess. Utopia Sprawl on black. Yep. Alright, look at that. Got around probably some kind of counterspell and the burn spell with the Giver Runes, and then this goes to 4 toughness, so a lot of the red-based cards actually don't deal with it, and get schmeeded. Awesome. Love to see it. The Molt Tender was not doing anything that game, though, but it is something you can sacrifice, right? It is at least just a trigger of the commander, which is not amazing, but, you know, I mean, that must count for something, I guess. Alright, Vanifar is a combo deck, right? Yes. But it does demand, as we have learned, a whole lot out of the hand, so... I love how Ferrothar can just Or Felithar could just sack himself. Well, you came here to do one thing, opponent. It's the old channel it before you do it for some weird reason. Yep, there it is. It literally does one thing. Play this. Play this. Play... I guess Ozolith? Or do I play this? I think I play this. And then get rid of the Llanowar Elves. And now my opponent... So my opponent needs the big creature in hand. And now they need a way to flicker the big creature. Which in blue-green is not... There's not a lot of cards that do that. Alright, looks like they don't have it. What am I sacking next? I don't think I want to sack the Deathrite Shaman, but I might have to. It's definitely looking like I have to do that, so... Alright, it would have been amazing to draw literally any card ever, and I didn't. So... I guess I'm just sacking the... Oof, I really don't know. The Siege, because I don't want to lose my massive growing board state of indeterminate value. Okay, let's get rid of the tokens. Opponent probably might not be expecting that, so... And then pass. Opponent had Echoes and Bloom Tender under there. There goes my commander. I can recast it, though. And then they can't do this again. If only I knew I was going to draw that. Oh well. Okay, well, back to this. Oh, whatever. At least my opponent didn't combo scam me. I wonder what the mirror is going to look like. Play versus draw. Of course, we're on the draw. one, of course, has Hardened Scales. Dark Ritual. No, I'm just gonna play my commander. I'm just gonna play my commander here. Takasha's welcome. Alright, I don't like what's happening here. Let's get a black-white or black-green. Probably black-white. And then play Dark Ritual. Play Sorin. This thing. And Ozolith. Weird, my opponent just did nothing. Okay, my commander is almost a one-shot here. I think, actually, it is a one-shot here. One has to either kill it or do something. Well, that works. It doesn't involve my opponent's commander, but it definitely works. I think I still swing with it. I can just play out random stuff here. I don't think I have to play Deathrite Shaman. Maybe I shouldn't. I'll play Giver of Runes, because that's not going to matter. But I'll keep Deathrite Shaman in hand. Let's put the counters on the Gilded Goose, because that's funny. And it's probably safe to just sack this 2/2. Ozolith just parks my threat. Like, I don't have to worry about it doing stuff. But Deathrite Shaman can drain them for life if I can never swing again. Alright, looks like we got there. Yeah, that was... I almost feel like my opponent's deck list is going in a direction that I would like to go into. Which is, sack, like, very hyper Omega Synergy level cards. And you're not actually trying to beat your opponent down. And maybe you're trying to go tall or something, but Takasha's Welcome's interesting. But yeah, this is... they were on the play, too. My opponent was on the play. And had a removal spell, so... It's not like they didn't do anything. But yeah, it's not... we just got in play first here. They didn't go for this. They just went for a different line. I just didn't get them there. Alright. Literally 100% win rate in the mirror. Enduring Innocence? Is that the Takasha's Welcome that becomes an enchantment? Yeah, you can sack it twice, which is funny. We're not running Takasha's Welcome. I probably could take out something like Scurry Oak, or actually even this. Tokens having evolved as I'm thinking more about it has not felt worthwhile. This is way too slow. Is this slow? It's awkward. Try it. Might just flare my Nentaku. Kind of unfortunate, but I think that's what I have to do here. He'll leave up Collected Company. Opponent missed a land drop. Leaving up Collected Company is more appealing. I agree to that. Especially if they're leaving up removal. Oh wow, we actually hit 2 creatures. Unstoppable. Looks like they are leaving up removal. Ooh, no, you want to do that in my upkeep. Ooh, no. Oh no. Ooh. Oof. Ooh boy. Alright, let's play Commander. We can start with Dark Ritual. Play this. Do whatever we want, really. Play this. No, I at least want to play this. Get rid of you. Missequence all my cards, but who cares? We're so far ahead. Thinking is for other people. Alright. That was a game that we played. Also, because of Dark Ritual, Enduring, and Takasha's Welcome and all that stuff at 3 mana, I'd rather the 3 mana cards always be castable off Dark Ritual, at least. Especially with the kind of deck we are. We're not really looking to draw multiple cards a turn, right? Kind of just win the game with the cards we're given in any particular opening hand. Which does mean this horn is a bit slow. Alright, I definitely don't like Drone. I thought I did, I now do not. Maybe I don't like Elspeth because it costs 5. Our games are ending before we get to this turn. It's still just like basically any board state. If my opponent's at like 10 or something, 15 even, I can just kill them out of basically nowhere. I think that's pretty worthwhile. Alright, what's a creature or a spell that creates reasonable amount of tokens and stuff early? Oh, it doesn't even have to be a creature token. That's right, it doesn't have to be a creature token. So let's look at 0/1s. Actually, are there any zeros that we could play? Mox Amber. You can sack Mox Amber. Wait a minute. Maybe Mox Amber is the right idea. I also like Legion's Landing. Creates an initial token and then can flip for all the tokens I'll ever need. It's not that great, though. Well, actually, maybe it is, because you can also sack the Legion Landing itself. I didn't think of that. If I'm just not flipping it, it's like, oh, let's just get rid of the Legion's Landing. Sometimes it's an actual land, too, right? Yeah, maybe it's doing everything I want. It was an idea for a second. Oh, what's that cool card? The Morbid card. Well, there's a few Morbid cards, but... Yeah, Skirt Stag High Priest. Yeah. What does this one do? Oh, I remember this card. But yeah, this might work. Skirt Stag makes 5/5s, and that is possible. But we're not super wide. We're not super wide. I also always really like the demon art that this came with. I have this in paper. In a black sack deck, actually. A black sack deck. I even have the token that goes with it. I've always thought that token was awesome. A really cool looking demon. A weird looking demon. Really weird looking demon, actually. Morbid Opportunist. No, it costs 3. I'm gonna do better than that. Skitter makes a rat token. Yeah, it's a 3-drop, right? I don't care about the exile. Just the rat token that's interesting. I really want to play Skirtstag High Priest. I think it'd be cool. It does sort of get in the way with actually trying to swing, because you need a lot of creatures to make the demon, and none of those can be the one that you sacrificed. Alright. Pipe Dream. Obviously, a Pipe Dream. We could probably 2-shot people with Skittles. Do you have to make... Wait. Okay, you don't have to exile a card to get the rat. This is probably slightly better than Ophiomancer, because it always makes a rat. Ophiomancer doesn't produce multiple snake tokens. So, I think I'll probably slide in here instead of... Revival hasn't done anything. I don't think that's Revival's fault, though. This Siege hasn't done anything either. Put a counter on each creature you control at your end step. I mean, how do you hate that? It's just the same as Virtue, right? Howl Squad Heavy. I don't recognize that by name. Well, it's not here, so I'm going to assume it's not real. Or is, not playable, so that wouldn't matter. What was the other card I was thinking about? Oh, it's red. Well, well I mean... okay. Welcoming Vampire? Again, can't Dark Ritual that one. I don't like that one that much. Can't Dark Ritual it. The 3 mana, like, all creatures come with a card draw trigger. Oh yeah, the one that makes a bat token with Battle Cry. Again, I can't Dark Ritual it. I really want my 3-drops to be Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual-able. Except, like, the really profoundly good ones. It might be better than Horn, just because Horn is a mana investment each turn, but I'm okay with a couple mana sinks in my deck. Alright with that. I also like Brought Back. We just haven't had it work yet. Just haven't had it work yet. What was I looking for? You... Wait, what? Battlecry is 2 words? No, it's not. Oh my god, it is. Really? Oh, you know what it is, chat? It's Hearthstone. Hearthstone, it's 1 word, Battlecry. That's where my brain's going weird. I thought the Siege doesn't make a goblin. Doesn't it make a human or a cleric or something? I don't know. Is this worth it? It is like 3 creatures. It is quite a bit, actually. For 3 mana, that's like not bad. Maybe Scurry Oak is way too cute, especially when I can't sacrifice it. But once it gets going, it really gets going. It is a bit slow, though. It really is a bit slow. I think I just said 3 things in a row, having repeated everything twice. That was odd. I didn't do that on purpose. Weaponcraft enthusiast. Yeah. 3 token, 3 triggers. I kind of like this. It is not a good Dark Ritual hit, but it is something to do off Dark Ritual. It's not really... It's probably better than Ophiomancer. Especially how you get like actual creatures to swing alongside of it. That is to say, you don't have to sacrifice the snake, though. Okay. I don't know if this one's going to make it. That's interesting. I've never seen it before. Art's pretty neat. Battle Siege? What? That does not sound like a card. Unless that's not like the whole name of the card. You like one of these? Which one? This one? That one. When it enters, put all counters, counter each creature, and then flip it into... That's kind of interesting. I don't hate that one. What about this one? Actually, a fair amount of these are pretty interesting. Invasion is probably just really good. Right? This one sees actual play, too. Yeah, let's try that. Actually, I'm okay with that. I'm alright with that. We're going to take out Scurry Oak at this point. And probably Elspeth, because we're just, like, really, really low to the ground now. We're, like, extremely low to the ground. And we got to make room for cards. Unless this doesn't make it. No, that certainly makes it. Alright, yeah, we'll take out Elspeth. What? Three mana? Well, we have a 2 and a 4. Also, what gnome are we talking about? Oh, this thing. Yeah. Tinkerer's Tote. Alright, so there's a fair amount of 3 mana create 3 things. Cards going on. I guess I haven't really needed any yet. I don't want to get rid of Horn of Gondor, but if I had to be realistic, I probably should. Yeah, I probably should. I mean, if it's not, you know, black, white, or green, it's not going to show up. If it's not, I mean, this has everything in the game in it. Like, if you type in a banned card, it will show up. So, I don't, maybe it's not in Arena? I don't know. Maybe it's like the Commander-specific Tarkir cards that are not playable yet, for whatever reason. As far as I'm to understand, at least. Okay, so let's put in... How does that enchantment read? It's white and red? Well, I can't see red and blue cards. I can't see it in my commander. You can't see the cards. And that's how EDH works. You cannot see cards that are outside of your color. You can't play them. You can't see them. You can't generate mana that's blue or red from other things. It will just become colorless. I can't see blue or red cards. My commander's not those colors. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, green 3-mana enchantments. I mean white 3-mana enchantments that have the word draw on them. Horn of the Mark? What? What is this sorcery? Enduring Innocence with double white is actually really annoying. Yeah, that is annoying. Oh wow, this is a card. Horn of the Mark sounds like a really weird name for a magic card, but alright. It sounds like the most generic, random, like, set of letters. Whenever 2 or more creatures you control attack, top 5. Put a creature among them in your hand, put the rest in the bottom. Suppose this does work. I actually like this. Oh, we went from Horn of Gondor to Horn of the Mark. Alright, yeah. Alright. Alright. The more I say alright, the better the idea it is. Let's get back to cyberbullying people, shall we? What does this do? Enters, if you cast it, return a permanent 3 from graveyard tapped. Becomes tapped. Okay, it's that thing. I remember this thing. Black, white, green. Alright, we're good. So many green decks without a superior horn. I mean, yeah, probably for this deck, probably. The other one's a mana sink, and we haven't really sunk mana. Actually, the one time we did sink mana, we lost the game, so probably not the best idea. Can I Dark Ritual this out? No, I think I will Dark Ritual out the rat, though. It's nice to play it before my commander enters. It's kind of ugly and awkward, but you know what? So am I, chat. So am I. I'm gonna eat that. I kind of hope this is Naya control, because that would be really cool. Oh no, dilemma. White, black, so black or white here? I guess white. If there's a counter spell, no, there can't be. So we at least make the rat a 2/2 or a 4/4. Okay, guess that is a thing you can do as well. Opponent appears to have some kind of solitude or something. Nope, never mind. Just a cycler. Yeah, I can't make tokens and stuff with Hollowed Moonlight being cast. Both of those are good, but we haven't played this yet, so I guess we're gonna do that. Let's get green and black. Oh, whoops, that's awkward. Alright, still works. Alright, look at that. Look at that. Look at us go. Look at us go, chat. I think I'm going to sack the enchantment here. So let's play that after combat, actually. My opponent needs a card. I don't know what that card is, but they're going to need it right now. Okay. Yup. They take 11? I can get rid of their commander with this, right? Beginning of your end step, the creature died. Yeah, I can. I suppose I will. Seems interesting enough. Opponent went all in on their commander, so... This is probably fine. Like, it's literally lethal anyways, so... I don't know why they tapped first. Oh, so they don't lose a life. Alright, I see. Alright, not likely to get him out of it. Oh, it got him out of it, chat. It got him out of it. They actually have double 1 mana white answer. Oh, I love Chain of the Rocks. I wonder if they do both. Do they have an untapped white source? Let's find out. Nope, so they're dead? They're dead. Alright. Cool. No untapped white source. See, this is the pain of playing tap lands. Especially a bunch of snow lands and whatnot. That is the pain. Very interesting mana base there, I must admit. But this seems cool. Naya... extra cards and whatever this is doing. That's neat. I don't normally see... In fact, I don't normally see either of these cards. Or this. Chain of Rocks is not... Or this. Yeah, opponent's on their own wavelength. I like it. I like it. Just didn't get there. Any untapped land would have been fine. Well, it would have to tap for white, but... Oh no, it's that thing. Green white. Does my opponent play their commander turn 2? I really hope they leave up a counterspell. That would be profoundly efficient for me. Okay. I guess. Let's play this, and I'm gonna name human anyways, and I think the cat's out of the bag, so we should probably just actually not dilly-dally. It means my opponent's not gonna leave up a counterspell, but rip. We're not sacking anything. Not yet. We play this. We play this. No, we don't. We swords my opponent's commander. That's what we do. So we play Ophiomancer. And then we play Bristly Bill? Because it ain't doing nothing. And then we have to win the game. which means my opponent needs to not do anything stupid this turn. Barring a few specific cards, it would be very difficult for mono blue to do anything here, in my estimation. Okay. Bit of an order lull. I've done this twice now. Well, they're down to 4 cards, so... Three cards. Potentially up to 5. Good sign. Probably nothing useful in hand. Okay, let's play this pre-combat. Well, they tapped out for that, so can I play this without sacking anything? No. Guess I'm just not playing it then. Alright, we got there. Get wrecked. We got there. The Swords of Plowshares could have went on the 1/1 that was doing actual damage to me, and probably would have fared better for me in the long run, but I don't know. I think it's fine to just wipe that out. It's pretty easy for them to find a way to get the engine all the way up there, but who knows? Maybe swordsing that was correct, but didn't matter. Get schmeeded. We had like a really wide board too. That was kind of nuts. It's cool that Minidorks are suddenly a problem. Well, you know, a size problem. It's like Minidorks just tap for mana and then swing. They're just the ultimate laborer, doing everything. The everyman. Thassa, so a bit of a slower mono blue deck. We do not have turn 2 commander, given the mana situation. Did not find it. Let's play this, and this, and that. Remez. Because we're in the situation we are, I guess I will play that instead. So I don't lose to mana drain. I mean, you're gonna cast it or not, you know, whatever counterspell it may or may not be. Okay, we actually did draw a card as well. Pretty nice. Well, that's not the scariest thing to flicker spam, so I'm not upset with that one. End step. Alright, so we're going to play this. And then we're going to do nothing. I could sack the Llanowar Elves, actually. Yeah, let's sack the Llanowar Elves. Let's sack the Llanowar Elves. And they're not going to block. But I'm not going to swing. Because there's a chance my opponent does block, and that would be kind of sad. Alright, yeah, again, this is not too big of a deal. It's just sort of like, I don't know, casting a sleight of hand or something. The old 4-mana sleight of hand. Alright, so black, green, and then I can't cast anything else. Ugh. Alright. I'm not gonna sack the Ozolith. Maybe I can sack the Ozolith, actually. Because our creatures in this matchup don't die. So I'm not actually getting Ozolith value. And I would like to actually kill my opponent before I lose the game. So. Reminds me of yesterday's games against this commander? Yep. Sack the Minidork when you're done with it. I will say that when the instance in which my opponent did it, I think it was ridiculous. I don't think that was what we just did. Give me my card. Yeah. 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 No way you pay 3. Yes, I thought. That is what I thought. Oh no! Well, I'm gonna go ahead and really swords that so I can cast cards next turn. Opponent gets another sleight of hand. Tragic. No, they don't. Alright. I will trade because I don't want them to flicker anything. And bloop. I think I should take the card draw. I think I'm going to take the card draw here. It could matter quite a bit. And I'm already presenting lethal, so yep, card draw's better. Hello streamer, how are the games going? They're going alright. They're going quite well, actually. We've been stomping on people pretty hard. Hopefully we don't get Rivers rebuked here. That would be not the end of the world, but it would be emotionally devastating. Looks like some kind of delve spell. Yep. Oh, maybe not. It's just counterspell? No, it has to be consider. I guess it can be both. Counterspell doesn't do anything here. And they passed immediately. It slid right by, so I don't think they have another spell other than consider that holds priority here. I will present lethal that if they counterspell, they lose a game. Actually, let's be more practical. Yeah, let's play this. Let's play that. I could have played this, but... Ugh. You know, for 1 black mana, we've done pretty well this game for just having 1 black mana. Okay, yeah, they're just dead. If they block the 5, they're still dead, right? Yeah, alright. Nice. Yeah, we just kept them from doing anything. The Flood Moon... Where'd it go? I don't think this would have won my opponent the game, because it wouldn't really have stopped, like, anything at all. It would have been another blocker, though, and there's a chance they could have seen another turn. But, a little hard to do all that. Now, they were close to just taking infinite extra turns. All you gotta do is flicker this, and that does win the game, but they didn't get there, so cool. 1 black mana, and we sent it. I'm not a big noob. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm the best player there's ever been. Yeah, Esper Sentinel at... even just at 2. Esper Sentinel at 2 is just so depressing. It's like you're just never... What is this? Oh, this is the first commander we played of the Fortnite set. It didn't really... No, it did do stuff. It did. It did. I'll give it credit. We don't have to turn 1 our... Yeah, we do. We don't have to, though. Looks like it's dead. Oh, maybe not. I don't think they don't really have a reason to kill it immediately. Opponent is wise beyond their years. We will swing with it. Alright, well, if it was a mana dork, I'm sure they would have killed it. I am going to probably play my commander. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm going to take a... Because my opponent missed a land drop, I'm going to play Flare. That way I'm pulling ahead in a meaningful way. I think this is good. Okay, we can play this, which has Ward 2, very annoying for the opponent. But so too is playing my commander, so I'll play my commander. Double removal spell is not the end of the world. I have nothing to sacrifice. I don't like anything in life right now, but I guess I'm swinging. You should probably not kill this now. I should wait till my end step, because now I can just recast it. Yeah, you probably want it to wait there. Do you pay the 5? My opponent has drawn land, land, land. Oh no, that's not true. They missed a land drop again. Oh. Don't you lose the game once that is done? Which probably means my opponent's gonna, like, sweep the board or something. Okay, there we go. Now we have cards going. I probably should swords that. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Big oof. But what do we tutor for? Do I show the deck building process? Yeah, it's the first like 30 to 40 minutes of each stream. Give or take. Good old mono black removal. Trying its hardest. And, nope. No dice there. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting commander. They didn't do anything engine related the entire game. I'm not sure what mono black's doing to get the engine going, but yeah, it's just rough. We did sort of get this to work in standard, but it just didn't, We also drew... Wait a minute. Our opponent didn't draw lands, and we drew all of the lands. Jeez. I didn't really realize that. I'm going to take out that land. The one that sacks creatures, it's not working. It's just this annoying colorless thing that's been dumb. So it's going to be not dumb. We've been working fine without Phyrexian Tower, so we can probably just run a random land that searches, even if it's tapped. I could probably slide in Fabled Passage. I don't like to, but that's probably okay. I don't think we're a Sandstep Citadel gamer. Is there an Abzan Cabaret thing? I mean, New Capenna gang? It was Grixis, Esper, Bant, Jund, Naya. I don't know how I knew that off the top of my head, but yep, it's not. There's no Abzan. Where are you, Passage? There you are. Alright. What else could come out? Or what else has felt like it doesn't do anything? Honestly, everything else felt completely fine, I think, right? Could easily slide in some more cheap removal, but that would involve taking cards out. Ozolith has worked in every game except one. No, everything's fine. Yeah, everything's fine. And this wild card starvation is... This wild card drought is rough. Deceptive Landscape? Oh, they're on the play. Ugh. Chat, they're on the play. Oh, come on. What do you, come on. Really? Elspeth was in here for a while and didn't do anything at all, believe it or not, so we took it out. I think I'm dead. I think this game is over. Chat, are we dead? Let's get black, white, green, black. This one? I think we're dead. Chat, we're dead. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good card, it just wasn't working here. My games were ending way before I got to 5 mana. And even still, if like my board was swept or something, it's like... it's not a bad idea. I just... There were so many good cards at 1, 2, 3 that I didn't... I started taking out 5s that were just not coming up. Okay, well, we're not dead this turn, but we're probably dead next turn. Oh, good old Fabled Passage. Look at it. Look at it. I can just tutor up swords, but that's, like, not something I'm willing to do. And you can't really stop me, so... Let's... Wait, what does this do? Okay. We can swing with both creatures. I guess I will. Yeah, this is kind of miserable here. I'm probably dead. Extremely likely dead. I can't tutor up anything I can cast anyway, so I'll just see what happens here. Not liking this. Infinite red mana out of a red deck here. Eight damage. Come on, go to combat. Go to combat. Please. No! Stop. Oh, wait. Okay, that's fine. It's only 2 more damage, so 10. So we have to win this turn. If we swords and get that out of the way, that doesn't change anything now, does it? If I get a removal spell here, it takes 3 life. I go to 1. They have 1 blocker. I have 3 creatures. It's my entire turn. Is there lifelink in my deck? I think there is. It's just that card I've never played. This thing? Nope. Oh no, chat, it's not in here, is it? Oh no. I'm pretty sure it was a 3-mana black card. It's not in here. Alright. No lifelink for us. Actually, I wouldn't gain nearly enough life to live anyways, so we're just dead. So let's just play... Nothing. Alright, we're dead. If I had lifelink, I could have gained 11... No, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I would have gained 18 life, and I'm still dead. I'm still dead to basically any creature. 10... Yeah, I'm just... Okay. Wasn't there. A little late for the party. No. It's alright. We all know you have, like, better things to do. It's fine. Ooh. Can I get a Manadort game again? Those were pretty fun. I haven't had one in like 5 games. Okay, calm down. That's not what I meant. Maybe Gix can go? Oh, right, I forgot to look at the card you said. I'll do it next game, I guess. Oh, I did it. I did the thing I'm not supposed to do. Oh, no. I did the thing I'm not supposed to do. I played a mono green land turn 1. I specifically avoid that so I don't do stupid stuff. But I didn't avoid stupid stuff, so whoops. Awkward. Might cost me quite dearly, actually. Yeah, that was really the worst thing I could have done. Well, this is a complete nightmare. Of course, we instantly have a fetch land to go with our stupid provisioner. Alright, well, I literally punted the game because I missequenced my first land. Nothing else beyond that turn mattered. I misplayed my first land, which is impressive after having done it right so many times in a row. Truly a modern miracle. Guess I'll get a basic forest, because I have a white tapping mana dork this time. We're gonna play this turn? Nope, 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 nope. Rimaz? Yeah. So this card, wait, hold on. This land, black, green, yep. Oh, the more removal they have, the less they have that works with their commander. That's my TED Talk. Yeah, we actually really like this here. It's a pretty good one, I think. And I will probably play this. No, I can just hold on to it. It's not like I can just use it later. No attack triggers? No idea what they're doing? You played it earlier? Alright. I believe it. Well, so far they've played like one thing that has an attack trigger on it. Alright, you ever just sack your board for no reason? Yeah, I didn't mean to double block there. Okay, well, I guess you can just do that too. Yeah, I didn't know that about Brimaz either. I'm not going to run this. I already went through all the invasions. I don't like most of them. I would not run the 5-mana one. Deceptive Landscape. I guess? I don't know if it's better than Fabled Passage, but it's... I don't care about this at all. No, I don't like this. This is just a tap land. There's no need to run a tap land. I'm not really ever color screwed, ever. It's happened a couple times, but not really. Yeah, no, I don't like this at all. It's still probably better than whatever the land I took out was, but... I wouldn't say this is better than Fabled Passage. I think it's about the same. Yeah, no, I'm not running that one. No. I do not like it. Not here. I haven't had color issues. So what do I play on turn 2? I think I play Bitter Blossom? My opponent did not have Mana Drain early. World first. This would be the first time I played against it without Mana Drain. Okay. Well, they don't have to put a blue card under here. Opponent did not put a blue card under there. Alright, opponent's looking slightly faster than us. If I were to admit such a thing. I will not sack this initial token. Actually, wait, yeah, no, let's sack the token. I think I have to play this card, so I will. We can outrace them, it's just a matter of them finding stuff off the attack. I could have played a white blocker, but I'm not super scared at 4. Maybe that's wrong. Collected Company, Winding Constrictor. Okay. Let's play this, this. So they need a way to avoid me again? Oh, come on, don't do it. It can't be a green card. It can't be a green card. Looks like it is a green card? Come on, dude. So I can swing all out. No, that's just not good. Let's block that for free. Alright, whatever. Clench. Let's see what you got. Come on, nothing good, nothing good, nothing good, nothing good, nothing good. Brimaz doesn't do it. Ophiomancer, Giver. Alright. I don't think any of this does it. We'll find out, though. I have a large, scary attack here, so... Elspeth would be hilariously good right now. Would be good. It would be good in this exact spot, that's for sure. I think we got there, though. We're one off? Oh, wait. Opponent conceded. Were we one off? Hold on. Oh, no. We were not one off. Never mind. I was about to say, I thought this was swinging as 10. I didn't see the additional buffs. But if I... Okay. This had trample, so it might have been a good idea to put the flying on something that didn't have trample. And, like, one of these two. Would have made a lot of sense, actually. So, like, here... Can it do it itself? Yeah, it can. So target that. It would be 10 trample, 5. Yeah, so that would have been the right thing to do if I, for some reason, didn't swing for lethal with that. Alright. Ooh. We got there. Oh, man. Oh, just in the nick of time. I'm going to get all 15 wins. That is crazy. That is crazy. Not under 2 hours, though. Believe it or not, we've had... 15 wins under 2 hours with decks that are not this one. What I would argue are way slower than this. Kind of crazy. Alright, let's play this. Let's do that. Probably black market next turn. You got here late. This fight checking early. Yeah, I started streaming super early today. I am going to play this. It could be just why I lose this game, because now there's infinite counterspells, but I still think this is right. Biomancer's Familiar. Oh, right, because Gretchen. Right. Never mind. Thought it was crazy. It's not actually crazy. Let's play this. Let's go ahead and sack the old, that thing. Leave up Menatithe. Yeah, Scooter's been working. I'd say so. Alright, we win. We win. Look at that. Just too fast. Just too fast. Can't do nothing. This is a hard deck to let early threats resolve and then do what you want to do. My opponent went all in on like getting this out as fast as possible, but yeah, it doesn't deal with the board, and the board is not ever going to go away. And Menatithe is very likely to do something this game. I could have really sent this card here, but there's not a large incentive to, which is what it gave like 2 extra counters. I don't think that would be worth it. Thalia and Gitrog would work well. It competes with my commander, but it's not a bad idea. It also costs 4. I've been kind of dodging anything that costs 4. But the Obzon cards, they're like, there's a fair amount of them that are just alright. Like, we're playing this. Is this better than Well, I mean, maybe. Maybe that specifically. We could play this. No, I wouldn't play that. We had Necrobloom in here for a second. We did not look at this one. Okay, I would not play that. Actually, to be fair, I didn't look at a fair amount of these. The specific Obzon colored cards. I know there's the new commanders, which I... Can you craft this yet? You still can't play these, huh? They're just sitting there? That's weird. I think this design is so cool. It's such a cool looking thing. Any hoodles? Like, we have to sack stuff and... Yeah, I don't... I think one sack outlet is right. Like, we're balancing with just this sacking things quite perfectly. Once the Alchemy set drops, we get those? Ah. How does everyone get, like, the magic news? Is everyone out here just reading the news of the week things that I don't read? Like, I see these, and I'm like, oh, it didn't give me a free pack. I'm not gonna read it. Everyone's out here just reading stuff. Revival the Ancestors is better than... Yeah, okay, I can believe that, I suppose. The subreddit? Oh, I don't go there. I used to post there, and then not touch it. Like, I would just post and leave. I like all this stuff, and it's probably fine. It doesn't have a turn 1 thing, but that's alright. Yeah, Reddit. I don't use Reddit. Not gonna lie. So, Ocelot Pride is probably really good here. Or it isn't. Who knows? I don't really need triple green. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Whatever. My situation is pretty good here. I think... Alright, well, I'm set up for very good stuff, and they can't really use the clue token. Or they lose the game. I'm not going to play my commander, because I don't have to, so... Okay. Well, no, I just have to play this. Alright, well, playing my commander would have been nice. Ugh, whatever. Must be nice. Blue-green, perfect answers everything. I'm going to take my grievances against Simic to Reddit. That's what we're doing. This deck really is fighting me on these 1 minute dorks here. It's like really not a fan, which is crazy because I have more in this one than any other deck I've ever played. I haven't even seen Delighted Halfling. I think it's in my deck. It better be in my deck. I have not once seen this card. Chad, I don't know if it's in my deck. I may have made a mistake. Okay, well, I'm over it. Yep. Nice green opener there in your 3-color deck. I'm going to have more green openers in my 3-color deck. Do I really not have Delighted Halfling? Oh, I do. Okay, we're good. We're good. I just, in 2.5 hours, have not once seen it. I haven't drawn it. It has not been an opening hand. Tech in the new Sac. Is that the green thing that makes stuff weird? Green, white. This is a weird looking hand. I don't like the lands. I don't like... This is also a weird looking hand, but I do like the lands, so... It's the 3rd blue-green deck in a row. We are most assuredly doing this. Probably shouldn't have sacked that, actually, in case there was a removal spell or something. Of course there's a removal spell. Why not? Everything just super amazing and awesome for the opponent. That's fine. Yeah, the 4/3 that has that effect on it that I do not at all care about. I would just play Blossoming Defense. Alright, Removal City. Amazing. Opponent's ahead of their time. Ahead of their time. I will not sack the snake, but I will swing with the snake. It is quite apparent that sacking the Arboreal Grazer was a terrible idea. Do I swing at Tameo? Probably? You ever seen the retro frame jet? I don't think you can choose it, so Yeah, I'm not sure how that went down. Okay, I drew a terrible card. Do I make lands? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, land, land, land. No. I'm always playing this. And then I'll just play this, because it doesn't matter. And swing here. No. Okay, yep, you got it. Blue-green, 3 games in a row. Awesome. Truly amazing. Actually, I had no mana to work. But yeah, I full stop lost that game because I sacked the Grazer. Couldn't block the Jet. Medallion Creator, my opponent was mana screwed, and then they weren't because I made a mistake. Blue-green again. 4 games in a row. Alright. Oh wow, Dark Ritual. I mean, Delighted Halfling. No way. Do I keep this? We have black and green? Oh, that sort of fixes everything. Wait, does it? It fixes... No, it does. It does fix everything. Okay. Oh, that is Death Touch. Oh, shoot. Let's play our commander, because I'm tired of not doing that. I don't think there's anything worth Dark Ritualing. I mean, there kind of is, but there also isn't. I don't know, Dark Ritual's not getting any better, so... Reveal cards from the top of your library. Yeah, we're just casting this. I mean, if they have a counter... I mean, they obviously have a counter spell. I don't know what else they've been doing. I will deny my opponent the ability to crack the Seeker, I guess. Alright, apparently it's too important. Cool. Alright, well, now I just don't have a commander for the rest of the game. Also cool. I've had so much fun these past few games playing against black-green. I mean, blue-green, excuse me. Gix, I can't play it. Ugh. Can't play it. Ugh, can't play it. I suppose that is bad news bears. Alright, blue-green for the 5th game in a row. Fun. At least they were red cards that time, I guess. Actually, no, Ragavan didn't do anything at all. Yeah, no, it was blue-green. I don't think we turn one Esper Sentinel. No, there's no way. I could get rid of Diabolic Intent. It has just been getting in the way, so you could think about that, actually. Commander enablers have not been an issue, though. Medicant Core. That is pretty gnarly. I'd be surprised if that really did anything. But you never know. That's a lot of Shocklands. That is a lot of Shocklands. Alright, yep. Opponent paid a whole bunch of life to play some things that didn't really end up mattering too much. This is very interesting. I think this is also, funny enough, the first time I've actually beaten this commander. I don't think it's a very crazy commander, but I just haven't played any decks that have done very well against it. But obviously in this instance I just rushed it down so violently that it didn't matter. So, cool. What would I get here? Sack this, that, Diabolic Intent, that, get that. No, I don't know, because I can't swing with the Avacyn's Pilgrim. What do I do? Tap, tap, sack this, get a card that costs 3 or less, which is like my whole deck. Could get Hardened Scales. Play this. So like Hardened Scales this. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Especially with Esper Sentinel probably drawing me a card at some point. Although their next turn is their commander. Off of presumably another Shockland. Who knows. But yeah, Diabolic Intent has not been the game changer I want it to be, so. Especially when tutoring for essentially redundancy. Brave the Elements. That's an interesting effect. Curse of Silence also just works. Not amazing, though. Oh, wait. What's the dumb card? The the aura that you do stupid stuff with. The new one that I always forget the name of. One of those cards that doesn't work in my head. The Journey to Nowhere but Better. For no reason. Sheltered by Ghosts. I can put this on my commander. It is extremely oppressive on my commander. And for some reason... Oh, it is an O-ring, right. It's not just creatures. Why did they make this? I feel like this was an accident. Did they not realize what they put on this? It's not like a broken card, but it just does everything ever. It's just really weird. Imagine this was a common and just ruined Pauper. It probably wouldn't ruin Pauper, but... They made it so aggro decks had better removal in life gain? Oh, they made it for the mirror breaker. The mirror breaker for the aggro matchup. That's what that's what Magic needed. Okay, what else has not worked? Collected Company has actually worked, and I love it. This siege is a bit slow. It's actually incredibly slow, which is weird because I still don't see myself taking out Virtue, which is like the same card. And it's one more mana, so maybe I'm just wrong about that. Soren hasn't done isolated nonsense yet, so we could probably take this out. It's really just not like a Johnny. A Johnny does not need any synergy, you just win. I flipped Soren one game. I flipped it one game. And it essentially killed my opponent, but I think my opponent was going to die from other things I had anyways. But, you know, if they swept the board or something, they were doomed to the Soren. Shoot, I've already been streaming for 3 hours. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I'm about done anyways. Shoot. I'm about done anyway. I started like 2 hours early. Honestly, almost 3 hours early. There's so many token cards that, like, honestly, if we want a token card, I think it really needs to cost 2. I've been super satisfied with... Oh, wait a minute. This hasn't been satisfying. This hasn't done anything. This is like Gix, but requires setup. It really hasn't felt useful. Twiz, shouldn't you be gaming? The new content came out. Shouldn't you be playing whatever it is you shamans do? You people do? In WoW and new patch days? Farm up some whatever that new content is. What is the new content? I don't even know. I don't even know. Does it make me stronger? Do I need it before raid? Oh, it's a human. Chat, it's a human. We could play this. Oh my goodness. This was in my brother's first deck of all time. When I gave my brother cards, he put like... He didn't know like you could only have 4 cards in a deck. So he had 10 of these and like 10 pacifies. And everyone's like, bro, your deck is insanely consistent. And I'm like, yeah, let me sift through this deck real quick. And then there were like 7 Bonds of Faiths and 12 pacifies. My brother's like, I didn't know. I'm like, I failed him. I'm sorry. Sorry, boys. I lied to my brother. You have no clue? The Oblivion remaster. Is that the new content? Is that the new WoW content? I believe it. I'm not gonna play the Oblivion remaster because I just played a bunch of Skyrim, and I'm gonna wait till everyone mods the Oblivion remaster into Oblivion, and then I'll play it. Maybe, because it's still what, $40? Yeah, I don't know. I'm poor. I have to make conscious decisions. I don't think Rest in Peace does anything. Reprieve is interesting, actually. Reprieve is interesting. Morrowind remaster? I don't know. Modern audiences would struggle severely. Oh, Skrell's Hive. We didn't put that one in. We had the other ones. We could probably run that. Whoops. Borderline whoops. Not necessary, but feels like a little bit of a whoops. Morrowind, you have to read the quest stuff, and people have TikTok brain. So, you just be selling it to the same people who play the original. I remember on the original Xbox when my spell fizzled, I'm like, alright, this game sucks. Couldn't handle it emotionally. It's like, what do you mean my spell fizzled? So I wasn't really ready for that emotionally. I'm still recovering from that, and that was what, over 20 years ago? Skyclave is interesting. Nope, no, it's not. Because I sack it and I give my opponent a token. Luminarch Aspirant. Doesn't that require you to tap stuff? Because if so, then we're not... Oh, this one. You... I guess? It is a human. But... Like, one counter? And then would I sacrifice it? Or I can never sacrifice it? I'm making so many counters, it doesn't feel like this is getting me where I want to be. But maybe it's fine. Actually, you know what? It is fine. Let's play a couple more and then we're done. That's an okay card. I like that one. Yeah, we were looking at that one. Sanguine Sherber Evangelist. 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 Evangelist? Evangelist. Evangelist? Evangelist. Evangelist. Yep. Oh no. It's Baral, chat. Oh my goodness. Shambles. It's Baral on the play, so we can't play our commander now. And the game is just over turn 2. There's nothing else to do, so... Totally didn't see that coming. Oh my goodness. No Delighted Halfling. No Carver Souls. Looks like there's Tail's End. Yeah, my opponent has Tail's End in hand. Which means both spells don't resolve. Great. That's always fun. Oh, come on with the legendaries. Oh, yay. Well, I'm still going to play it, but we know about Tail's End. That was not Tail's End, chat. I am interested in if they have Tail's End. I'm pretty sure they do, so okay. Nothing I can do with more mana. I could have spread out the counters. Doesn't seem like a good idea, though. This is also the same person who always plays this, by the way. Person we see all the time playing it. Quest markers and fast travel. Yep, there you go. Yep, still swinging. What does my opponent put in their hand? This leaves them almost completely dead, but not quite. No, you can't swing, you just die. Okay, that was a mistake. They were not dead if they didn't swing. If they didn't swing, they could block a 3... Wow, really? Hold on, that seems a little unbelievable. That seems completely unbelievable. Why would my opponent miss this? This person usually plays Fibblethip very tight. So that's unusual. Let me also have to think about it then. Because there's something they saw that I didn't. Okay, so they could have blocked... No, wait. Skrelv makes one unblockable. And then this gives the other Menace. So they're dead. Unblockable and Menace. Alright. Hopefully I would have seen that, but... I'm going to assume my opponent saw that, because this person is the blue Fibblethip gamer in the wild. But we got there. Alright. Good eye, opponent. Yep, Menace and Unblockable. Hopefully I would have seen that. Who knows? I am me. Alright, I said a couple more. I'm good. I'm good. I'm tickling 3 hours. I am good. Good. I also have probably going to ramble on about this for another 30 minutes. Okay, so this commander was very good. I'm a huge fan of it. Okay, maybe good isn't the best word, but it does what it does very well. It's just what it's doing isn't the craziest thing, right? I built it in a way that it doesn't have a lot of protection. There's Skrelv and Giver Runes and whatnot, and you can run more protection spells, but that gets in the way of like winning the game with a bunch of aggression and stuff. I still really liked it. I didn't feel like I needed a bunch of protection spells to get this to work. And if your opponent doesn't kill it, you're fine. If they do, sometimes you can still kill them with other things. I mean, you can cast this a second time, and I did win games where I did cast it a second time. Some commanders, that is not the case. It's also extremely good at playing things that cost 3 and down. I wasn't super sure about that, but it ended up working out quite nicely. So Collected Company fits right in. Sometimes a lot of decks this does not do anything. Most decks don't want to play this, but this one is one of those decks. So always keep an eye on that card. For the 4s and up, outside of Company, this one was alright. I don't know. Probably didn't need it. There's Cathar's Crusade, which you get a 1/1 counter for each creature that enters. Which, I don't know if I like it more than Virtue. This at least gives you a 2/2 that you can sack or do whatever. It's an instant and all that jazz. But Cathar's Crusade could slide in here. This card was really nice. I mean, it's designed for this commander, like through and through. So it would make sense that it's really nice with this. One would hope. And it was. So I like this card. It's not amazing. It's not amazing. There are other cards in the game that make 3 tokens or 3 things that cost 3 mana instead of 4. So there's just quite a few of them. There's like there's the gnome artifact. There's the weaponsmith thing. There's just a bunch of stuff. So if you don't care about the next 2 chapters, I ended up sacrificing this before the 3rd chapter goes off, which is totally fine, right? That's totally fine. I don't know. It costs 4. You don't have to play things that cost more than 4. And if you are, they better be really crazy. Elspeth ended up coming out because getting to 5 mana was around the turn I was just winning the game. So, you wish the tokens had flying? Yeah. I also wish they had Death Touch, Trample, Vigilance, and Double Strike, but, you know. I don't think this was that good or very interesting, so could have just ran Elspeth. I did take it out and could just come right back in, honestly. Bass Riquette was awesome. I love giving my commander indestructible and a counter, right? We have hardened scales and whatnot, so this is a really cool one. Gideon comes to mind when it comes to another really combat-oriented, somewhat efficient thing that you could do that costs less than 4, right? Not this one. This one. This is alright. Is it better than Bass Riquette? I don't know. It threatens an exile effect, and that is fine. It also, it itself is a scary 4/4 attacker. So, honestly, I probably should have put this in here. You don't really want to ever sacrifice it, though. Yeah, I don't like the Baron Step Siege. Gideon was nice, though. Gideon would have been nice. Yeah, you don't ever want to sacrifice Gideon or Basriket, so when it comes to actually having things to sack to this, I felt like I was totally fine. There were recommendations of running other cards as we were playing that involved sacrificing things outside of this, and I didn't like them because we're kind of on a balancing act of sacking just enough for this while also swinging with just enough, and I don't want to add another sack outlet to that equation. I ended up taking out the card that I thought would have been one of the best cards in here, and it ended up being one of the more annoying cards in the form of the thing I can't ever remember the name of. Diabolic Intent. Like, oh yeah, look, Demonic Tutor is a game changer according to Wizards, so, surely this is a game changer. Nope. Nope. Sacking something was annoying, and then having that card that I sacked to look for, costing essentially 2 more mana, was also a bit annoying, and it impedes greatly my sort of desire to win the game before turn, 6, and it just kind of gets in the way of that. The other stuff in here, there was another one. There was that black creature from the new set. It was a Gix, but cares only if they have counters on them first, and it didn't really do anything ever, so I ended up taking it out. It has Menace. It just never did anything. I really liked Kadama. I had to craft it for this deck, and who knows if I'll ever get that Mythic Wild card to be justified in the future. I might... I probably... Who knows the next time I play this card, but... In here, it was really nice, right? Like, just getting lands for days out of your deck is awesome, especially if you plan on your commander coming out of the graveyard, or the command zone multiple times. The Horn of something that involves soldier tokens was not... This was too much mana. Our commander's a human. It gives you the tokens to sacrifice. It runs out of control. But that involves you tapping this multiple times over multiple turns where your opponent is not doing anything about it. And, no sweeper, no nothing. It just felt a little slow to me. Felt incredibly slow. And then someone, recommended this card. And I was like, oh, there's one. Just run this one instead. I like this one way more. Didn't end up actually getting to use it. But I still like this one more. So I would run that one instead. I can play Kodama as a commander. That's definitely how I get my wild cards worth. The token generators were excellent. I went a long time without playing this in my deck, which is maybe a little oopsie whoopsie. I only had Bitter Blossom and Dreadhorde Invasion, but this is just another one of that very nice effect. I like this commander a lot. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I ended up liking it quite a bit. I really did. Ozoleth moving everything here when the board is blown up, and then suddenly any other creature that's next is just going to kill your opponent probably with 12 counters, and so this is really nice. Could probably run Questing Beast because it has haste just for this card sometimes or something like that. I don't know. Haste would be maybe something to think about. There's not a lot of haste options outside of red, obviously, but there's some looming around there. Ginger Brute. Does that have haste? I think it does. I probably wouldn't run that one, though. I wasn't running Sheltered by Ghosts until the very end, but this card is nuts with basically anything. I mean, any commander that's a creature, I think, that's a white creature at least, this is just really good. So, yeah, I was definitely changing things as I went, shaving off the top end. But of all the cards that could come in here that are not in here, Elspeth is one to think about. 5 mana, everything flies, and then your opponent probably just dies. But I don't know, it just never did anything when I was playing it in the pool of games I played. Take that for what you will, but Elspeth could easily just slip right in here. And yeah, so can recommend. Thought it was pretty good. It's fun to play. It's doing something pretty unique. There are definitely a lot of options that I was not playing, like things that you sacrifice that leave behind a token. I don't really think you can or have to run those cards. Like if you're going to run 99 of some bunch of things. I don't think the sacking or, you know, when dies token cards like this. I don't really like these. There's other cards that do similar things that's not just a token, like Shambling Ghast, I think, makes a 1/1 treasure token. I'm not seeing it here. It's the choose one. Yeah, you make a treasure token or whatever, like this one. I don't really like these that much. It sets up your commander to make 1/1 counters quite swiftly, but you do not need to do that. You don't need your commander to swing for 6 the turn it swings the first time or something. Like, it's fine to not run this, run something better, and then, you know, your commander just doesn't need that much help to where you need a bunch of things that don't do anything unless they're being sacrificed, right? Those cards specifically, we kind of avoid it. Actually, now that I'm really thinking about it, for the most part, I really successfully avoided running basically any card that only did stuff if this was in play sacking it, right? Jadar is solid without your commander. It is just damage. It keeps swinging for damage. It's just happening. Ophiomancer is damage. It's a death-touching token, which is very annoying for your opponent to deal with, especially if it keeps happening. The rat keeps making rats. It doesn't just make one and done. So, like, all the other things that care about making tokens for this to eat also did something else really good. So, I would say that this is the next, you know, maybe the next outlook of this, the next step of this commander would be dodging all the sacrifice or doesn't do anything cards. That was really nice. So, yep, that's all I've got for you. Let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Wait. Oh no, what did I change? Save and exit. What have I done? Oh, wait, nope. Apparently it was nothing. Alright, chat. I'm gonna go play the edit for 3 hours game. So that'll be fun. Who knows what else? Did the Oblivion thing come out already, or... I'm not looking to play it, though. Not right now. I saw you could buy it, but, like, can you play it? It's available in the store? I don't know. Non-flying spirits? I know. I know. We'll be fine. Oh, my phone went off. Oh, just in time. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Just in time. Gotta go. Alright, see ya.